We started Podnuhs Bar-B-Q in Baton Rouge in 1983. Prior to that, I'd been in the concrete industry, so it was quite a bit of a switch for me to go into food. And we had the business from '83 to 2000. We sold the business in 2000 and recently reacquired the business. So we sort of took back something we started and rebuilding the whole process and everything that we do, everything that everybody in the store does, everything, the quality, everything is we've worked on and we've improved since we've been back there. When you're 33, I think you're, what's the saying? You're full of a lot of stuff when you're 33, and I was full of that, and I had that going for me. I think just sheer grit and determination. Now I would hope I have more wisdom and I don't make as many mistakes as I did the first time around. But you know, it's just like developing any other business. You know, the longer you're at it, the better. The longer you stay in business, you should be improving every year. If you're not improving, you're going backwards. Believe me, you are. I was, I don't know how to put it, inexperienced, you might say, when we first started, but we knew how to cook barbecue. Every region of the United States has a different idea, a different concept of what barbecue is, but it's all a part of cooking meat over a real fire, an open fire very often. But in different parts of the region, they have different ideas. You go to South Carolina, they have one idea. They tend to chop the pork up and put it in a vinegar sauce. Very similar in Georgia. You go to Tennessee, they have the dry rub ribs, whereas we use a wet marinade on our ribs. You go into Texas. For many years, Texas didn't even do mainly Texas was beef, if you look back originally in the Texas market. But everybody has a different idea of how to cook it. But basically, it's cooking some seasoned meat over an open fire. The baked beans would certainly be something that everybody identifies us with. As a matter of fact, that's what Tim McGraw in People magazine recently picked Podnuhs as his favorite barbecue restaurant, and he referred to our beans. But the basic secret part of the beans is the fact that we take the trimmings from the beef brisket and put them back in the baked beans and cook them and smoke them on a barbecue pit, just like you do the ribs and the chicken and everything else. I think you have to start with having the customer in mind when you start doing your process, and when you start actually, and I'm talking about cooking and preparing the food, buying the products that we buy, and actually serving the food, waiting on the customer, and you have to have them in mind. So what I teach my people to do is we're in the service business, and we're here to serve customers, and we're here to please people. And if you think how you can, and you think through a process or what you're saying or doing, and you think about the customer and with them in mind, it's really relatively simple to be successful if you keep that in mind. You know, I told the story earlier how we were out of the business for 9 or 10 years. We had sold the restaurants. Some of the employees that are there now worked for me back in 2000 and prior to that when we were there. But yeah, they have been there for quite a while, and you know, that's a good sign too, believe me. The customers are coming back and telling me where they've been and why they haven't come in, and telling me how happy they are that we now own the stores again. So I'm really not doing a lot of preaching. I'm letting people know that we're back, but I'm doing more in delivering what we used to deliver 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and really almost 30 years ago. And we're more into delivering that, preparing the food in the same manner that we used to. And again, people every day come up to me and walk up to me and say, "We're so happy that y'all are back owning Podnuhs Bar-B-Q." Well, we still have 2 locations in Baton Rouge. We have the first one was built in 1983. It's on Florida Boulevard, right on the corner of Donmore in Florida. And then our second location, which is still open, was the Sherwood Forest location. It's on Sherwood Forest, just south of I-12. The original Podnuhs crew is back. Don't tailgate without us.